our country. Civilian gentlemen, please remove your hats. All veterans, we encourage you to render the appropriate salute. And everyone able, please stand at attention, placing your hand over your heart, as Austin Bergeron plays our national anthem.
Here we go, kid.
Great rendition of the Star Spangled Banner there by Austin Bergeron. Give you a shout out, excellent job. We have a Blue Water Area Conference matchup tonight that has league championship indications as we're talking about the starters here. I'm Keith Bartell, joined by Chase Churchill, one of the superstars off of last year's team. We got Eric Hack on camera, JP Severini on camera, Jason Robbins, our producer. This is going to be an excellent ball game. I talked to Josh Presnell this week, got some keys of the game. We're going to go over that in a second. Just to let you know where we are with the Blue Water Area Conference. The Raiders come in today. They need a win to stay in the championship hunt. They lose, they're done. They'd be eliminated. Almont is 11-5 and 8-3 in the conference. The Blue Devils come in needing, they have 2 games left. They win one of the 2 tonight against Almont or Tuesday against Croswell, then they'll be outright champs. So they got a 2-game lead on Almont and Croswell, which means the only possible way to share is if the Blue Devils lose both and the Raiders and Croswell win both. And then there'd be a 3-way tie. Richmond's currently 17-1, 11-1 in the conference, and their only blemish is by these Raiders of Almont.
Which is a tough game for them at Almont, too.
Yes, it was. And you're going to talk about that tonight, playing against them for 3 years. March Madness will come early this year as the Blue Devils open district play. They're in the New Haven district, but what I don't like is we drew St. Clair, but New Haven's not hosting them all. So we're going to be at St. Clair, advantage St. Clair, who knocked us out last year in the district finals. Blue Devils are coached by Josh Presnell. This is his 5th year. He hasn't won a district yet. Last year he was knocking on the door. Played a very good St. Clair team and hung tough. He's 67-19, and he's guaranteed a share this year. He wants to win it outright, but he's guaranteed 3 league titles in 5 years. Now he said, and you could talk about this having played for him for a few years, he said tonight's game, they must close out on Raider shooters.
Yeah, that's a big part of their offense too. Number 20 for Almont, Austin Watt, I believe his name is. He's a downtown shooter, likes to shoot the ball around and stuff. Like that's a lot of their game, because when they shoot the ball outside, you open yourself up to the inside game for Almont, which is a big part of their game too.
Here we go, Devion and 23.
Colby Chapman. Davion wins the tip, which is always huge in a big game like this. Momentum had the first possession of the game.
Allen gives it to Drew.
Drew Davis on the reverse layup.
Drew Davis, quite the ball player.
Full court man.
Good help there by Connor off the Blue Devils. Coach said they must control the defensive board, no second shots. He said they must want it more, not get outworked. I think
Yep.
at Almont wanted a little bit more.
Yep.
And they must push the ball and hit shots.
Yeah, that's a big part of our offense, especially, is getting out, running, gunning. Like I said before, too, Austin Watt, too, just pulled up and shot the 3. Got numbers, Davion.
With a nice rebound there. And he can handle it for a bigger guy.
Yeah.
Austin, or Allen there.
Tough shot there by
Yes,
Drew. Looking for the contact right there.
Jackson Allen, he's the glue here. He's a tough-minded kid. 14 deep, had good rotation, a little long. Looks like Almont's going to
Live and die by the 3 as of now.
and challenge bringing the ball up, whether it's on a make or a miss. Whoever gets the ball, they're challenging them, making them work.
Good take there by Brandon. Davion for 3. Tipped by Colby Chapman.
Yeah, he's got to get them up and go around them.
He knows that now, though. They want to block his shot. It's just that's the whole thing about basketball, too, especially with Davion. He's a very basketball smart kid, too, so now he knows. Good move there by Connor. Couldn't get the finish. Oh, even off the tip almost. Number 3, Gabe Bordeaux with the rebound.
Good hustle back there. Brandon Shorman, good hustle. Out of bounds to Almont.
A little confusion there.
Almont, they want to slow this game down.
Yeah.
Make it a half-court battle. They want it to win ugly, if you will. Muddy it up.
Good take there by Almont, though.
Yeah, he just didn't finish. But see what they're doing there. They're going full court on the guy bringing the ball up. Good inside
There you go,
pass
Connor.
there,
Take your
Jackson. Devian will pull that.
Oh, too hard.
Yep, off wild to the left. Timeout, Almont. You know,
Good timeout there.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Find the offense. Now you know it's working.
Well, you know, it's 5-22. People say you're only down 2-0. What are you doing? Well, he doesn't like his offensive sets.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he's a heck of a coach. Gets a lot out of, you know, pound for pound.
Yeah.
Gets probably the most out of his players of any coach around.
Exactly. That's the thing that we were talking about before the game, too. I remember playing them my junior year, and he forced us to hold the ball there for 4 minutes. And that took up 4 minutes of the whole game, and then we lose by 4. That's 4 points you could have gained in 4 minutes. So he knows our offense and knows our coaching style and our play style like the back of his hand. He knows how to coach around it. And like you said, he's a great coach. He gets might not have the best athletes or best basketball players, but he turns them into good basketball players at the end of the day.
So, and he'll make adjustments, and he'll take advantage of things and get into a little chess match. Nice take.
Yep.
Yeah,
Over the top.
That's a foul that you don't want if you're Drew.
You don't want getting foul trouble too, because Drew's one of the key pieces in their puzzle.
And he's the key piece to make it to push the game. He's the smoothest kid on the court. And you know, Almont needs to be patient and not panic because the Blue Devils are going to make runs.
Oh yeah.
So they need to weather those storms, which I've never seen an Almont team panic. So they can't make it a habit or tonight.
Uh-oh, get the ball to your guard. There you go.
And then, of course, they need to win the turnover battle. They don't want to give the Blue Devils, whose strength is probably their offense, any more possessions and win individual battles. Connor.
Bound for the ball. And that's where you don't want to get into a battle with Almont right there.
Oh, they're going to get dirty. Floor burns, getting dirty. You know it. You played against them for years.
Yep.
You know, the little things. They're going to claw and scratch. And that's why they like it slow and methodical, because it's harder to do that in an up and down game. Smart play there by Drew. He moved right away from him, otherwise it would have been a foul.
Good pass, good move.
Nice block there. Devian got up.
We need to see more of that out of him tonight.
Yes, you do.
3 from the corner, short.
He's got to follow a shot. He did, but a little late.
Refs are letting him play again,
Which we
like in
hope,
the girls' game.
we hope it stays that way. Nice take, Jackson Allen. 4-1 with 4 to go, first quarter. A lot on the line tonight. Both teams. Fresnel wants to put the conference title as doesn't want to share it, wants it outright, and Almont needs to win this to stay in it. A lot riding.
Good shot.
Nice stroke with 23. Kobe Chapman.
Does 25.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know how to pronounce his last name. It's a good little,
Oh, yeah.
We saw him in the layup lines at halftime of the girls' game. He was getting that ball up there, dunking it too.
Aristo.
There we go.
4-4.
Number 11, Justin Schweiger. Head number 12.
Yeah, you're right. Devian, if I would say one place he needs to improve was down on the defensive end. Can't be taking plays off.
Give the ball down low.
In and out. It was right there. Good job by Schweiger. You got to squeeze it, though. You're playing Almont. You got to squeeze it and hold it. You got to keep your feet.
Good pass.
They got it to where they wanted. They just didn't finish. Layup.
Oh, almost got away with the carry there.
Well, I was going to say, man, did they let them carry? Man, when I played, a couple things. We had short shorts, and we had to stay on top of the ball.
Yeah.
We moved it a little bit. It was a carry.
Fouls on for Brandon Shorman.
Yeah, and that's, as a coach, again, we talked about this in a girls' game, you don't want to foul 60, 70 feet away.
Yeah. Play defense.
Yep.
Let the game come to you.
Second foul, none against Almont thus far. Fresno
Getting active right now.
Yep. Trying to steal one there.
It was off Tucci.
Yep.
Now you see
Sable.
if you're Almont, you have the mismatch there with 25 and Bartolomucci. They found it.
Yep.
He's a good player.
Yeah, you called it.
He must have moved in or something because I don't remember ever playing
Drew
against him.
from deep. Schweiger
Go up with the-
battling nice in there.
There you go.
Nice job.
And if you're Richmond, you need those second chances right now. Make it a half-court battle, but control the offensive boards.
Yeah, because right now the pace is favoring the Raiders. Schweiger, just a junior. Big body in there. He's got a lot of potential. Oh, grab it.
Good
job.
save there by Zach Shorman.
Oh, gonna be a block.
And that's one thing to keep an eye on, too, with Almont. Their coach teaches them if they have numbers, even if they're driving the lane, one of them will go up for the charge. And usually they get the call, but that killed us last year because we tried to take advantage of trying to pull the ball out or trying to drive the lane when we had open lane, and there's to be the one guy that slides in and takes the charge. And if you're Richmond here, you want to run a set, get a good shot, get a layup. Only 6'6".
Yeah. Little
Good move there by Tucci.
Nice foul.
Way to follow your shot. That could have been a travel, but they let him play it out.
Yeah. Wasn't too crazy about the drive, but made up for it by following a shot.
Good take there. Just couldn't get it to go.
Jackson.
Oh, I thought he was going to shoot that.
Yeah, he thought about it. There's only one kid around here in the last 10, 15 years that could make that.
His name is Evan Kratt.
No, Chase Churchill is sitting right next to me.
Yeah, I could have in my day.
Cheap foul there. Be third one.
On Justin Schwager. I had the range sometimes, but
No, you did. You're football, basketball, and baseball. The thing I liked about you is you concentrated on them all.
Yeah.
24/7, you were playing basketball, or you were playing pickup basketball, or baseball, throwing the football, and you're always doing something.
Yeah.
And your grades to boot. I mean, the All-American. I've been in the area 25 years, and I don't remember an athlete being the MVP in football, basketball, and baseball. That's a heck of an accomplishment.
Yeah, I took great pride in that. And so, like, I knew right when I was moving here from Tampa, I was going to make a change in sports and try to make my biggest impact I can in my 3 years here. And so,
well, the most impressive thing to me, Chase, though, is your character and the type of kid you are.
I was raised right.
Yeah.
That's a big thing, though.
And humble. And we wish you the best there at Wayne State. We know that you got future. You're going to lead a team down there. Whether it's next year or the year after, it's definitely going to happen because there isn't a kid that works harder. Almont in no hurry here.
And this is what they want, too.
Yep.
They want the last shot. They don't care if Richmond pressures them all they want. I pull it back out. Uh-oh. Now it's 3-2-1. Oh, that's a foul.
Oh, it almost went in. Not the shot he wants. He's not real happy watching Coach here. He's Coach Hall.
Hey, real quick, I just want to say
he's going to see what
our game of the week. My name's Joey from Mojo in the morning.
See what he was going to say there. Here's
you know, you guys say we never come out to Richmond, so we're
Mojo
here.
in the morning right now. The game of the week.
Yep, 95.5.
You guys think you guys gonna win again? Make some noise.
I think he came out because Almont upset us last time.
Let me hear you make some noise.
He should be. He wanted the people to make some noise. Richmond crowd made noise. Almont crowd made noise. Then he wanted the officials, and that's pretty cool.
But if you're Almont right now, you're happy with it, just a 2-point loss, you know, because playing in Richmond's no easy task. I mean, playing on the road in general and all in any sport's hard, but it's a wide open gym, a lot of space. Seems like the gym's huge, and because you're used to playing at Almont, which is so tight and compact.
Yeah, you're down 8-6, and like they had the shot there at the end that would have put them up. Coach wasn't happy with the shot, but so far. Advantage Almont, muddying it down a little bit. Blue Devils, credit to them, they won that half playing, or won that quarter playing half-court basketball. Didn't have too many fast break opportunities, but if Connor can make that, he keeps doing that, you know, then they should be in good shape. Because that's not our strength. But Connor's been getting better at that.
Yeah, he's definitely made an improvement from last year, too, especially playing with him.
He's a hard-working kid, too.
Oh. Richmond's playing a little bit of Almont basketball right there.
Nice cut there. And a block by 2. That nice cut there by Shorman. And that's what you got to teach these kids. You know, don't stand out there in no man's land unless you're a knockdown 3 shooter.
Yeah.
Blue Devils up 4. Start of the second. Connor in there working hard. Nice job. And he gets a foul by 3.
Getting paid right there.
Nice job.
See, it wasn't Michigan. We were right, though. It's Miller Sports time.
Yeah, Miller Sports time.
I thought it was Michigan. I saw the maize and blue M. I was like,
See Connor here is shooting 2. A little
get
hard.
The friendly roll.
Yep. All that hype with that McGregor kid from Port Huron Northern, Harbaugh and Coach D'Antonio.
And Coach Day.
Yeah, Coach Day was in the St. Clair gym.
Misses both free throws.
Kelly was there. He's already got a full ride offer from Alabama and did an official visit. Clemson. I was talking with Coach Delore about him.
He's
said he
a
is
freak of
big.
nature.
But he's another one. You know, I'd put him in your category. He doesn't concentrate on football. He doesn't. You know, he plays basketball.
And he played hockey too for the longest time before he found basketball. I was talking to Laura well about him because he knew him growing as he was growing up, and he said he was a huge hockey player. Played defensive.
at the line, shooting 2.
And I know you're advice, and this is, easy talking to you about this, but these kids that specialize, you didn't specialize, you specialized in being an athlete.
Yeah. And that was like my biggest thing too, especially like living in Tampa my first couple years when my dad was in the military, where you're really only focused on one sport. And then when I had the opportunity to play football, to play basketball, it just really makes you a better athlete, a better person, because there's so many lessons you can learn, not even just through sports, but through life, just playing multiple sports.
Yep. And I just, life goes by so fast. These kids need to play more than one sport, not specialized.
That was almost backcourt. But yeah, and I agree, because like
seize the moment.
You think all the time, college people only recruit, college recruits only recruit one sport athletes. You look at Patrick Mahomes now, who was MVP last year in football. Good block there by number 3, Gabe Bordeaux. He's gonna dunk it. That should have been goaltending.
Yeah, I thought it was on the glass. I think the Blue Devils got away with one there.
Jackson pull up 3 short.
Oh, a foul.
It's not a foul. That was just both kids going for the ball.
Yeah, he called him for holding down.
They called Davion for the hold?
Yeah. Must have had a little more arm than ball. Might have been a makeup call too.
Yeah, for the goaltending for sure.
Blue Devil faithful don't like it, but
Blue Devils come down to 1-3-1.
Yeah.
There's Almont's strength right there.
Yep, got us to overextend and found that opening. That's and 1. Yep. That's definitely, if he didn't get there in time, that was definitely a...
Feet were moving too, so...
Yeah, coach isn't arguing.
25, his first.
Do you think he come from Rochester? Was he in Rochester? Stony Creek? Well, he was down there somewhere.
Who?
Coach Hall, before he went to Almont.
Oh,
I think it was Rochester.
it might have been.
Rochester.
It sounds familiar.
And then he moved out that way.
Because I knew his son, I played against his son in all 3 sports my junior and senior year, so. Because the coach before him wasn't that good, and he changed around their whole program, made them a BWAC champion my junior year.
Yeah, that's
Foul
going to
there
keep him.
too. Yep.
Connor pushing him in the
Don't talk
back.
to him, Connor.
Yeah,
That's the one thing right now. If you're both teams, you don't want to start talking. The refs are actually letting you play a lot and giving you some leeway. You just want to stay calm.
Yeah, and again, we talked about it time to time. 90 feet away, one more and earn the bonus.
Yeah.
Not a smart fall.
In comparison to the girls' game, this looks like a foul fest.
Almont moving that ball well, putting a lot on it. Yeah, moving pick.
And what the funny thing is, this referee right here, he refs in the GLIAC for us in football. He remembered me too at our inter-squad scrimmage this summer.
So you were talking earlier, you go from middle school to ninth and JV to varsity, and varsity to intercollegiate if you're lucky enough to do that.
Yeah.
Speed.
It is another game. And not really so much for me, because I prepared myself going to playing against some top kids in 7-on-7 programs, and like I said, playing multiple sports, you learn the speeds in all different games, and so when you get to that next level, it's you're not as shell-shocked as other kids were. But no, it's speed of the game, the athletes that they're at the Division II level, it's insane. Good move there by David to get around them. That's a charge. Going the other way. No way.
And you got a T right there on 25.
And he got a technical.
Yep.
I want to know how that was a charge. It looked like this ref right here and the closer to us wanted to call the charge. And this guy was he had his mind set up for a block.
Yeah, this coach is...
This game's a lot of reminding me of my the Stonecamp game a couple years ago. Only 10-9 going into 5 minutes left in the half. And you have 2 great coaches that are just trying to score. And it's they preach, and I know for a fact from experience for playing for Coach Josh, and I know from experience for playing against Coach Hall, defense is key in both of these teams. Their philosophy is defense turns into offense. So
Oh, I just saw the look Coach Hall gave to 25.
Yeah.
That Varsity, he is not happy. Because I'll tell you right now, I got my fair share of tees.
Yeah.
Not proud of it.
Yeah.
But man, he's been pretty classy here on the sideline. He's talking to him a little bit, but he's not losing his composure. He gave his kid the look, like you shouldn't have done that. Blue Devils missed 2 of them, though. Didn't really take advantage here.
We were talking about earlier in the girls' game, too, is free throws. And we refer back to the Michigan State-Indiana game. Michigan State loses by 4, but you look at their free throws, it was like 10 to 24.
Yep.
Makes the attempts, so.
Yeah, before this game's all said and done, free throws are going to matter.
Foul there on number 2 for Cameron Asaro for Almont.
He's going to say what he do. He's asking. He's going to say he got him with the body after.
And after the shot, didn't let him.
And then he said okay and walked away. I got to hand it to this Coach Hall. He's
very cool, calm, and collected.
Keeping his composure, but I think that's why his team's never out of games.
Yeah, I agree. He knows that. I feel like playing against him is that he's just like, ref's going to make mistakes. Ref's going to make a call whether you agree with it or not. You have to learn how to get through the adversity of whatever, no matter what the call is. Oh. Connor, don't get another technical. Don't get a technical. Because now the refs are on both teams right now. They know once one technical goes, it's just downhill from there. Shane Northam and Justin Swagger about to check in for the Devils.
And Josh does a nice job. He's got his kids.
That's in.
Yep. 10.
Tie ball game, 12-12. 4.5 minutes left to go in the game.
Sable knocked it down.
See, and that's what another thing about Coach Hall. He wasn't yelling at the ref. He wasn't yelling about the call. He was yelling at his player for letting Drew get by him. And because no matter, you can have the best position in the world, but if the minute you go up with the shooter going up, it's automatically a foul.
Nope. Drew's off tonight. That's like his 3rd missed free throw. But what I like about Coach Presnell is he lets his assistants coach, and they all have responsibilities. I know coming up as an assistant coach through the ranks and coaching a lot of years, is I coached for a lot of coaches that didn't let me.
Yeah.
And he lets his assistants. I mean, there's no doubt he's in charge. It's his program, and they run, and he's got the respect of the players. But he lets his kids.
No, for sure, and that's the one thing I liked about playing here too is that like Coach Dion usually runs the defense side of the ball, then he knows where he can't cross the line with Coach Josh about offense. And then Coach PJ's, a lot of our like conditioning guys make us work out to keep our conditioning high and our stamina high. So in fourth quarter situations, we know how to respond to making the free throws and everything. That should have been foul too.
20 knocking it down. Austin Watt.
13. Almont with a 2-point lead right now.
13.
That's what we talked about earlier. You're getting to that half-court game, and that's one game. From playing for Richmond, we haven't really mastered that game well yet. We're a run and gun and play against numbers teams. Oh. Uh-oh.
Raiders up 4. Timeout.
30-second timeout by Coach Josh.
Coach Hall, but see, I got to talk about this, and I don't ever see Josh losing his control a lot either. But his team was tied or just down. The Blue Devils had all those free throw shots, hurt themselves by missing 2, and then Drew missing 1 in the next series. But he didn't go out of control. No. He didn't whine. He didn't complain.
He yelled at his own players instead of the refs.
And his kids responded, and now they're up 4.
Because they know they have the trust. I mean, that's.
And he knows, hey, I'm going to get those calls sometimes too.
They're going to break for us.
That's one thing, a big Carolina fan.
Yep.
I never see Roy. But, and I'm a Spartan fan too, but I get so mad at Izzo because he's just constantly on those officials.
In your face.
It's like, and his players.
Yeah.
he knows more basketball. He's forgotten more than Oliver knows.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Let your boys play, Tom.
Exactly. God. Yeah, that should have been a foul. Let's see if Drew can make his free throws.
Yeah, he makes his free throws.
Like, I want to know the stat line right now. How many free throws we shot and how many we missed. I can't make up what they're saying.
Yeah, I can't either, but I know you know our bookkeeper pretty well, so you might be able to get that.
Oh, yeah, I know I'm about to at halftime. Because I know that our bookkeeper keeps it hard on us boys, me and my brother Cole, especially with basketball, missing free throws, because she played with the great girls coach, Bill Patton, Drew Davis's grandpa.
Yep.
And I know for a fact how much he preached on free throws, and so it was carried down to me through my mom, knowing like they're free for a reason. You're only 12, 14 feet away from the free throw line. Make them. That should have been a travel. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, my wife, Kyle Glassford at the time, Bartell's now obviously, but she played for Patton too. He was tough.
Oh, yeah.
Demanding, good coach.
And I know my mom talked about all the time, you miss a free throw, that's automatically a suicide right there.
Keith Bartels, Chase Churchill, Eric Hack, JP Severini on camera.
That's good defense.
Yeah, you got to be stronger there.
Good defense. Oh. Uh-oh. 3-on-1. Make that. Oh. Go up, Davion. There you go. Attaboy.
Nice.
See, that's the possession you need right there out of Richmond. Get a basket, set up a free throw, gain some more confidence back. And Drew knows that. I play against and with Drew. He knows that his shot's going to fall eventually. Just take that one make shot that changed that whole game for him. Uh-oh, that kid made one last time too. See, and that's one mess up by Jackson right there. Yep. He didn't box out. He just tried to go underneath him. Air ball.
Well, you're exactly right. And that's what he's talking about with closeouts. You got to be able to box them out. You got to challenge it under control. Blue Devils down one.
Pick up your dribble.
2 to go. He's just got to get that one. Like you said, he's frustrated, but you know, Michael Jordan would miss his first 15 and ended up with 50.
And then make the game-winning shot with 10 seconds left to go. Minute 43 left in the first half.
If they call a charge there, I was going to say, if they call a charge there, this crowd was going to go nuts.
Oh, yeah. Almont faithful was not about to be happy.
You got a coach right down here in front of us that you played against a lot.
My best friend.
Yeah.
No, he's a great dude. Very smart, basketball-wise, knows the game.
Competitive.
Have you seen his son play basketball?
Yeah, he's in 5th grade.
He's insane.
He is good.
I think he averages 30 a game. He does stuff that like not even I could do. Like step back between the leg, crossover threes, and left-handed like reverse layups and stuff. But like, especially in 5th grade, that's something special to see.
He spent a lot of time in the gym.
And if you met his dad, you can understand why.
Yep.
Richmond's still down 3 with a minute 41 left to go.
It's a big game because the Blue Devils play at Croswell on Tuesday.
And that's not a good place to play.
No, it's not.
Very wide open. You have fans to your back against the second level. The light, it's very, 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 like, it seems like to be like a white room in there. Like, the lights are very bright. See, and this is what you're Richmond you don't want to get into. Yep. You don't want to play half court. Good take by Davion.
Connor. Could have been an and one.
Gonna be a foul on Connor.
Yeah, Almont going to the free throw line.
Double bonus too. Oh, no. No, they only shoot 1-on-1.
Blue Devils out of sorts here a little bit, but this is what we said. It's they don't want to be in a half-court game. Almont dictating it so far. But what's hurt us is
free throws.
Yep, and our shooting percentage hasn't been very good.
And it's not like we're taking wild shots. I think, don't get me wrong, we took some wild shots. We took some wild shots with Jackson Allen having that free throw violation. But we took some higher percentage shots and just not falling. Some nights like that. So then Coach Josh knows it well that he's going to go in the halftime, make up an adjustment, get the ball to the rack, and go from there.
You got another shot, son.
Getting too happy there.
Yeah. Oh, he missed the first one. He thought it was a
He was
two
like,
shot.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I think he heard that Jackson got the violation.
Yeah.
Big student section tonight for us.
Yeah, with Mojo in the morning being here.
There's the one.
Yeah, see, now
that's what we talked about.
That's what we have to do. That's what the Blue Devils have to do. That's Carolina-esque there. You have it down the court before they're even set up.
Maybe off Almont, Richmond's ball. I referred to it earlier like the snow coming game 2 years ago. Low scoring, high intense, defensive played game. Shots aren't falling for both teams.
And you pulled away at the end, didn't you?
Yep. Fourth quarter. Me and Deshaun and Anthony made a couple key baskets towards the end of the game, a couple key free throws. Good move by Cotter. You got to finish it, big boy. Good. That was all ball.
Yeah, they're letting them play in there a little bit. It was all ball.
Oh, good move.
That could be a tee, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Almont plays tough defense. Takes it all the way in. Again.
The easy ones, the bunnies.
Got to grab it.
Same team, same team.
6.3 seconds to go. Blue Devils down 4.
But yeah, 2 years ago, snow coming, big crowds on both sides, big student sections. It was like 24-26 us going into the fourth quarter. But no, that was the year it was me and Anthony and Deshaun's trifecta year. And we pulled away, made a lot of key shots. Brendan Dolan came up with a clutch and one. And in the middle of the third quarter, that really moved our momentum. Deshaun made a couple baskets inside to spread the ball out.
Well, if you're Josh, and I know he will, I mean, you played for him, you've been in that locker room.
Yep.
They got to keep playing because they're only down 4.
Yeah.
And we're missing bunnies.
Yeah.
Free throws and bunnies, we're up 6.
Yeah,
7,
exactly.
8
That's
points.
the thing. Like I said earlier, Coach Josh is very good at making adjustments in the locker room and knowing now what's struggling for them and what's not falling. If you're in the corner, pull it, shoot it.
Good if it goes.
Oh,
a little bit short. Almont knew what he was going to run there. That pass back out to Drew. Blue Devils down 4. A half-court game. Blue Devils want to get it out and push it a little bit more here. Keith Bartels, Chase Churchill, Eric Hack, and J.P. Severini on camera. Jason Robbins, our producer. Check us out on Richmond TV 12 and Channel 6. Richmond TV 12 is a YouTube channel. We will be back after 10 minutes for a very entertaining second half. A lot on the line for both teams. The Blue Devils do not want to go to Croswell with a must-win situation. And Almont wants to stay in the hunt. We will be back after this. Welcome back to the second half. Almont ball. Almont by 4, 22-18. Very low scoring first half. The game definitely played into Almont's favor, controlling the tempo, getting into a ugly, slow tempo. Drew Davis from deep. Maybe that'll get them going.
There we go.
Cuts it by 1, but definitely an Almont tempo game. We said that the Blue Devils would have to get up and down the floor, and Almont been able to dictate that tempo so far. You've been part of this rivalry, Chase.
Yes, sir. It's something else, and everyone thinks that Almont, Armada's our rival and everything, and they are to a certain extent. But
yeah, I would say basketball probably more Almont in the last 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah. I don't know. The last couple years, my class for Armada was really competitive, really good, and they started out as sophomores and freshmen. So, but no, for sure, Almont just always has given us fits some way, somehow. And one. Kiss off the glass right there.
Yeah, that's a situation where you just can't give up baseline.
No.
You know, that's got to cut them off. Drew hits that big three.
Misses the free throw, though.
And then now they miss. That first half, though, I would also say that the Blue Devils hurt themselves.
Yeah.
You know?
So I checked with the scorebook, 4 for 10 on free throws.
6 free throws, you're down 4. That's a recipe for why you're down 4.
You're up 2 at half if you make all of them.
Shorman in the corner.
Shorman, short.
Nice rebound there.
Hold there by 23.
Yep.
He's going to get called for the hold.
Nice job in there. Connor's had a good game down there.
Yeah, he's not scoring a lot of points, but he's making a physical presence down there. And especially playing against Almont, that's what you need because Almont's very physical and good pass inbounds. Good block there.
Yeah, he's got to go up stronger.
That's one thing he can work on too, only being a junior. Still room for good pass there too. He shot the ball a lot, 14. Rafael Farias, or I'm sorry if I'm butchering your last name, but comes up the steal again for 14.
Yeah, Jackson Allen's going to want that one back. He had a little floater running, center layup there. He should have probably, instead of forcing that pass in on a cutter. Blue Devils down 3. On the floor. It's going to be a foul on Jackson Allen. On the help side, getting there late. See what play they run here. Last time they ran a play on a mismatch for 25. Drew almost getting that one. Pace has picked up a little bit here in the second half. 20 from the corner.
Same team.
You can dribble.
Got numbers. This is what Richmond wants to do. Charge. Yeah. Like I brought that up earlier.
Yeah.
They're well coached to know that they have numbers. Try to take a charge, and if it's not a charge, it's a block. It's a foul, but you still you get all your guys back on defense out of bounds.
Yeah, he's got to pull that up quicker. And you got to know that, and I know the coaches have told them that, but because that's what they play. That's the style they play.
Now they found their mismatch.
Almont being very patient here. Ooh.
Ticky-tacky now. In the first half, that wouldn't have been a foul.
Number 24, Steve Northam, his first team fourth.
So far, I think the officiating's been a decent job.
Yeah, they're even, though. They're calling it fair on both sides.
Fresnell might disagree a little bit right now with it being 4-1.
And playing for Coach Josh, they're always against us.
Number 2,
We got sub here for the shooter. He makes it. He does.
in for the Raiders, number 10, Joey.
That's a 5-point game with 5 minutes to go in the third. Blue Devil faithful quiet.
Oh, he got away with a walk.
Nice take.
There you go.
By Connor. I think he did get away with a walk. Stay up. That's why you stay on your feet. Nice move there by 3. Bordeaux.
Short or long.
Yeah, I know we're not necessarily a shot we want there. Then we don't get back on D. Connor, nice job. Devion coming back in.
If I'm Richmond, I'm trying to feed the ball down to Connor. No, I'm trying to go low right now.
Yeah, he had him. Good help there by Bordeaux coming from weak side. 4:16 to go. Connor wanting that ball. Down low, Devian up top.
Better get out of the key, Connor.
I think Drew could post his kid up. He's going to hit this one.
You talked about it only takes one shot.
And he wanted it.
Only down by 2 now, 28-26.
That's the second one he stroked.
And if you know Drew, you know his mom was a really good basketball player too.
That might be what gets him sparked. 2 threes for sure. Almont a little upset with each other there. Thought they were open. 10 in the corner. Knocks it down. That answers Drew's. Sable. He's hit a couple.
Coach Josh getting fired up over on the sidelines.
Getting Davion out. I think he's mad because Davion's a little lazy on that ball.
Just gave up on it.
He's frustrated. 3 to go, 5-point game. Blue Devils staying close. Almont very methodical. Not in a hurry on offense. Oh. And just when I say that, they don't take care of the basketball. Coach is mad at, wants them to shoot it. Thought they gave up a couple good shots there.
Good pass.
Nice pass. You're right. I mean, and Connor did a nice job to set his guy up. Thought he was coming up the screen and did a little back door. A lot more action in the second half. The pace is getting a little more like what the Blue Devils want, but they're not scoring in transition. Pure hustle there by Drew. And a poor decision by Almont. Drew taking it in and one. Connor, right place, right time. He's got a good game.
Yeah.
You played with him for a couple years. He's moving a lot better for a big man.
Yeah, I feel like he's known now he's not going to be that perimeter threat. He's just gonna have to learn how to master the down low game and just be a presence down there that they need.
Yep.
Oh, it's an +1.
I was gonna say if that went in, that was kick ball here. Blue Devils started this quarter down 4. Now they're down 1. Winning this quarter by 3.
Back into the game.
Giving Jackson Allen a break. He's blue. With 1:34, you can sneak him a good 2-3 minute break here. So Davion might have missed Drew there. Drew was up top. Had a
There you say, Connor again.
Nice cut, nice touch. Blue Devils up 1. 1:12 to go into third.
I could say I taught him a little bit of that.
Well, the good thing about you being a teammate is I'm sure you weren't easy on your teammates, but I know that you weren't negative either.
Yeah.
Blue Devils. No, that is a block, clearly, and he knew it. Good sportsmanship there by Shorman and 20. Austin Watt.
And that's what we brought up earlier. They're taught to do that because they know even even if it's a block, you still get all numbers back on defense. You take the foul, you take the risky pass there.
Connor from 2 years ago to shot that three.
Oh yeah, if he was on JV, it was a 3-point shot.
46 seconds to go. Glad Connor didn't move on that. He would have moved there, would have gotten the old.
Good defense there by 14.
Davion for three. He would have hit that. This place would have went nuts. Yeah, reset, regroup. Schweiger, a little too much. Oh, he didn't know he had numbers, but that's okay. 12 seconds. I'd go last shot here, and that's what Presnell did. He pulled him back, said pull him out.
Doing it short.
Yeah, that was short. Like a better set out of your guard on that one.
Don't foul.
Good defense there. Just enough defense there by Connor. I will say that Connor Gracchiola there, he's tired. Look at him. He needs a breather. He was the key in that third quarter, erasing that 4-point deficit to a 1-point lead. Half-court battle, still favoring Almont style of basketball, but that quarter got picked up a little bit.
Yep.
You know, it's starting to turn a little bit towards Almont, towards Richmond. You were in one of these a few years ago.
Yep.
A nail biter up until about 3 minutes ago, and you guys pulled away from the Raiders.
Yeah, for sure. And that's a good thing about, like, especially now with like it being the fourth quarter, you find out who's truly conditioned, because it is a battle. The fourth quarter, you're out of breath, your legs are dead, your mind's getting tired of taking the whole game. But I think whoever comes out top is going to be the most conditioned team, most methodical team, knowing that they're not going to have to take shots, and who makes free throws, because whoever's out top is going to have to make free throws.
It's going to be a great battle. You know, you got Presnell, who's won 2 league titles. I think you were on both. Well, you're on the one for sure.
Yep.
And he's up 1, 8 to go. Their ball. They're not going to panic. You know, Almont's not going to panic. This is going to be a heck of a finish and a heck of a ball game so far. Blue Devils running a little bit of a weave.
Which doesn't really work against Almont, because Almont's taught to switch basically everything.
Yeah, and they've sagged so well. Their man-to-man is almost. Oh, he should have thrown that up off the glass and get the 2, but that. So out of bounds play. But you're right, though. Conditioning and free throws. This game's going to come down to free throws because it's tight. It's a 1-point game. It's a battle.
Can't dribble it.
I don't think he can dribble. Yeah,
there you go.
He dropped
decision. Even if you could have, you don't take the risk there to turn the ball over.
Especially when you got a guard that's 15 feet away from you, wide open. Davion, jump shot.
Go, Davion.
Yep. Nice shot. That'll open up the inside game. They knock a few more of those down. Blue Devils extend the lead to 3.
And you can just tell Almont's not really too stressed out right now. Being only down 3 with 7 minutes left to go in the game. There's a lot of basketball to be left.
Yes, there is.
Played.
Switching, that's got to be on 23. Yep. He moved into him and raised his arm up a little bit.
And we talked about, again, the composure of the Coach Hall. I mean, doesn't get mad at the call, knows that was his player's fault, and just takes it.
Yep. And he can't fault him. I mean, he's 23 coming out right now. He's a competitor at Chapman, and if he could take it back, he would. It's like the 90 feet away foul. You don't. Drew has it near side. Schweiger posting up. A lot of upside on Schweiger. You're going to have Schweiger and Davion both back next year.
And so is Connor.
Yep.
There you go. That's the Davion they needed to see the whole game.
Yep.
And now if you're Richmond, you don't want to get too conservative right now. You don't want to get too cocky. Just keep playing what you've been doing lately. Because Almont can hit a couple threes and they're back up 1.
Good help
Good take, too.
Schweiger, nice job keeping it up, moving it there so they couldn't tie you up. Jackson Allen, what a great job to circle back, to come back and get that ball. Ball handling so far, all the way in. Nice job. I love that Jackson Allen. You played with him too because he was up as a sophomore for 2 years. Just a tight competitor, hard
you
worker.
just see the growth that he's made the last, especially the years I played with them. I played with him for 2 years, and just playing with him, the growth that he made from being a sophomore to a junior, now watching him as a senior. Sophomore and junior year Jackson would have made a turnover in that situation. Pressure in his face, would have tried to throw the ball away to get out of his hands. Didn't want to make that mistake, but makes the mistake. Now he's just that much confident knowing I could take one dribble, get off my guy, and take a layup for 2 points.
All right, three-sport athlete, MVP of all three.
Yes, sir.
Ryan Shinska, when I coached, was the quarterback. He tore his ACL.
Yep.
Came back the senior year, had a fantastic year. He's one heck of a hard worker. He's a dentist right now in Africa. 4.0, went to U of M, gave up, sports. Didn't have as much of a dream as you did.
Yes, sir.
To go on. Was the MVP for the league as the best athlete, but he didn't win MVPs in individual sports. But so his work ethic got him back on the football field. Your work ethic's going to get you back on the football field. I went on a tangent. 3-sport star. What's your favorite? As a former quarterback, there's nothing better than playing in front of a stadium that's packed and throwing from touchdown fans. I love it.
Exactly.
But there's nothing better than
playing this gym. I mean,
playing in this gym and hitting a big three.
Exactly.
And there's nothing better than turning a double play and pitching a one-hit shutout.
And I mean, I could tell you my favorite moment in all 3 sports.
All right.
But I feel like my favorite sport out of all 3, surprisingly, would be basketball. I mean, I know I'm playing college football right now, and I'm blessed to have that opportunity. But if I could go back again and rewrite history, I probably would have tried to been a college basketball player.
I get that, and here's why I get that. Being a former quarterback, playing all 3 sports, not as good as you. There's nothing like Friday Night Glory.
No.
There's nothing like being a quarterback.
And I'm telling you, when I got pulled up my sophomore year on varsity, the most fear I've ever had trying to play a football game. Knowing it's Friday night, it's not a Thursday night. It's Friday night, playing for your town on homecoming night of all nights. There's a bad turnover there by Richmond.
Yep.
But like I was saying, playing in the Friday night lights for your hometown on our school's homecoming, being the new kid in town, and they needed to make that one too.
Good board there by Grecchiola. He's my
MVP right now in this game.
Absolutely.
Don't matter if you have the most points or not. He's changed this game.
Short. Oh, great idea. Yep, great idea. Nice cut by Connor. And then Josh is telling me, hey, think it's 4 minutes to go. You're up 7. But nothing like hitting shots in a big gym, though, either, because people are right on top of you. And you know what? The favorite thing, too, is when you're on the road and you're getting harassed and you knock one down.
You make one down, you get to look at the student section.
Yep. And then,
playing in Emily City last year, there's homecoming night. I remember I was getting heckled by basically everyone and their parents up in that gym. But my favorite feeling was hitting a 3 right next to the student section and being able to turn around and basically tell them to
Big shot by Watt.
Speaking of hitting a 3 on the road, Austin Watt for Almont hit a big time 3, only down 4.
Blue Devils had a couple possessions there where they got a little bit sloppy with it. Jackson Allen with the nice take. Nobody stepped up and took him. Nice play. Coach Hall riding the official a little more than he was earlier. I don't know what he wanted there. Jackson Allen working hard on 25. Good job. Made him force a shot. Get on the floor, fellas.
Almont ball.
Almont ball. And then there's nothing better than America's pastime, baseball. I mean,
and I feel like my answer isn't baseball. It's just because I've played it since I was 3, playing in Florida where it was sunny and 85, and it's year-round, and you're every other weekend you're at a tournament. But I love all three sports, and I was blessed to have the opportunity to play collegiately in all three sports, and so it was definitely tough on me to choose, have to pick one or the other. Because like I said, I do love all of them.
Shormer getting down on the floor. What's the call?
Call on 4? No way.
What? What is?
See, that's ticky-tacky. I mean, they're both going for the ball.
I mean, he was going straight for the ball.
Yeah. Wow. That's when you know that's when you know when you're Coach Hall, you have his ear. Cause that shit, and then now you're gonna get one for Jackson too.
I like Jackson too because he politely starts talking to the officials and wants to know
what he did wrong.
Yep.
And that's the thing that I feel like
Yeah, you did that too. And
I feel like because last year
kids learned from you.
Yeah. I mean, I took great pride in that, and I just tried to go in every day I practice during game and just lead the team, and wasn't trying to be like a leader with negativity, but more positivity. As Clayton, almost call him his brother. Colby Chapman makes a great reverse spin move layup to get the back down 4.
2:51 to go. Blue Devils by 4.
I think we're going to be right about a prediction though. Free throws and conditioning.
Yep. And composure.
Yep. Because I feel like if it's a composure game, it's favored towards Almont, so I don't want to say that.
Well, you do, and I understand what you're saying because the Blue Devils here have more to lose.
Yeah.
Drew knocking it down from the 3. I'll tell you a story here in a second with that shot right there. Similar situation.
Gonna be a block on Connor. Don't make a facer to get text. Watch, he's gonna get text.
Yeah, they're watching him. 23 going to the free throw line.
Now Connor knows.
He said number 1's about ready to get a technical foul. He wanted them out.
Don't say anything now when you're coming out.
No, just, yeah, good thing. I was expecting Connor to say something there. Big free throws here for 23. We talked about it, 2:32 to go.
1-1 too.
Down 7.
Off.
Ooh, Shorman, I thought maybe he was in there early, but maybe his foot wasn't down. So we're playing Memphis. We're up 3. He's going to be shooting 2. This will be perfect. We're up 3. And maybe 45 seconds to go, and we have the ball, and I have Joe Henninger, who's my neighbor now, in this corner. Joe could knock down the 3. He shot it. Buzz Schmidt was my assistant. He shot it. We're like, no. Nothing but that. Was like that. We're like, no, yes.
Yes. Way to shoot the ball, kid.
Just like we worked out.
Just like how we drew it up.
Good shooting makes coaches look
great.
Look pretty good.
Fantastic.
Big free throw there by Schweiger. Okay, at least he got 1.
Game.
8-point game.
Great defense by Jackson. Oh, that could have been goaltending with messing with the net.
Close. It was close. You want to slow it down here. You want to get on the free throw line here. One more, put you on the line. You don't want turnovers. You don't want to force it. Oh, he was going to shoot that.
Jackson will.
Oh, that might have put it away. Not sure we take that shot, though.
You're still not mad. The shot, he was open.
Yeah, he was. It wasn't forced. It's better than a turnover.
Uh-oh. Short.
Good run out. Shorman.
Uh-oh, bound for the ball.
Timeout, Josh. Good timeout there.
Yeah.
Good timeout. You're up 8 with 1:36 to go. They get 6 more, Coach. And I am right. They're up 8. I said 14. You said 10?
I said 8.
You said 8.
I said 8. I did say 8.
So we'll have to see what happens here. Great timeout there by Coach Presnell.
Settles the team down.
Yep.
Get some water in their system. Just calm it down. Tell them they have no need to rush. You're up 8. Let them foul you.
Yeah. Okay, favorite football story?
Mine?
Yeah.
Sophomore, no,
You had a lot of good ones.
either my junior year against Algonac at Algonac, we were the underdogs. Coming into that game, we lose Anthony at halftime, and yet we still win by 3 scores. Or sophomore year, beating Notre Dame Prep, where we were a 20-point underdog and we won by 3.
Was that the game that put you to Sexton? Lansing?
Flint Powers.
Okay.
Sexton was the year before I moved here.
Okay.
That was Schmidt and Skaska's
Oh,
last
yeah,
game.
you're right. You're right. Jackson Allen has the ball with 1:34, 8 to go. What's Coach Hall going to do here? Is he going to foul?
I think he's going to try to get him to make a turnover, then foul. Like that. Oh, that could have been a walk.
You want him to at least get fouled there. Take a charge. That's, yep.
Last year, that would have been me. Last year, I remember when I was growing up, my mom taught me 3 things in basketball. Shooting free throws, playing defense, and how to take a charge. And that was good defense by Jackson. Made him come to him.
That was his 5th. 23's 5th.
That's huge, too. He was rebounding the ball. Oh, go up with it.
Way up,
What a
nice
volley
shot.
shot.
And keep it up and went up with it.
He's still not out of it. 50-something seconds is a lot of basketball.
Yes, there is.
You got to make that if you have a chance.
Yep.
8.
And a timeout. 3, dropped it down. Bordeaux, he's had a good game. That'll cut it to 8. 46-38, great game. Blue Devils, I'm impressed. They didn't panic. They were down. They were getting outplayed. It wasn't their style of basketball. They stepped it up on the defensive end a little bit. This is a good win. This is a very impressive win.
Yeah.
All the pressure's on them.
Yeah.
You know. So, favorite basketball story?
Last year, without a doubt, playing Armada at home after they beat us at their place. They came in cocky, big old student section. Everyone was in here. Probably played the best game I've probably ever played at basketball. Wrong person want to have those shoot the ball. Oh.
Number 20 with a 3-point basket.
Yeah, he wasn't calling timeout. Yeah, he wasn't.
So
He
down
was,
by 5. That was a big shot.
Yes, it was.
But no, I probably played the best game of basketball I've ever played in my life in that game. I had 20-some points. I think 15 rebounds and like 5 steals. I didn't want my last ever. Oh, woo! Dangerous pass. But I didn't want my last game to be against Almont and Armada. We didn't like them. They sure as heck didn't like me, and I didn't want that to be my last ever basketball game. So, but no, that's probably my favorite basketball story.
Okay, big free throws here.
Like we said, free throws, conditioning, and composure.
Saying boink or something. Knocks down the first, earning that second one.
Game.
2 possessions, that's huge.
Makes this as 3. Well, still technically 2 if you make a 3 and a.
Yeah.
Nothing's out of the equation yet, really.
Right. Second one. Rolls around. Don't foul. You don't want them on the free throw line. 3.
Off. I was going to say call glass.
Yep, it's going to be a foul on 2 for pushing them.
So if they win this game outright, right?
Yep, they win this. They're 23.7 seconds away from being outright Blue Water Area Conference Championship, which would be Josh's 3rd in 5 years. You were part of those and part of the program he's building here, continuing to build.
Big free throw there. Makes it a 3 possession, technically 2 possession game, but
those 4-point plays were tougher though.
you never know, really.
No, you don't. Next time you see Mr. Delore, ask him about his brother.
Oh, that's huge too.
Yes, it was. That was off 25.
He doesn't want to admit to it, but
yeah, he'll see that on the. In the Big Ten, they'd be looking at to see who it went out on. 12 fouls with 18.9. Mike Rinke. This is a big win. Big win for the Blue Devils. Give them a little bit of confidence. Takes the pressure off against Croswell. If you win it there, great. If you lose it there,
oh well.
Oh well. The other good thing about that is this gives you confidence going into St. Clair. You know, I think the Blue Devils are better in St. Clair, but you're going to be there.
And you're going to play against St. Clair, which, from experience of playing them last year, Coach Sherrow does a fantastic job of playing disciplined, hard-nosed, defensive basketball. Like, even harder than Almont.
Yep. Blue Devils up 8.
Uh-oh.
Gets fouled with 9.4 seconds to go.
Game's about over.
Crowd was wanting to dunk. Not sure he would have gotten it.
The Blue Devils travel across next to take on the Pioneers next Tuesday night.
9.4 up 8. He needs to miss both, and your prediction's right.
Come on, Davion. I was close.
Yeah.
You never know. If he makes one, it's 10, so they just got to make a 2. Anything's possible.
Yeah.
Come on, make it 2. Make it 2. For first time from the BWAC. Yes, put it up. Dang.
Well, the crowd's chanting BWAC champs. Blue Devils end up winning by 10. They are Blue Water Area Conference champions outright. You know, again, though, Coach Hall's kids came to play. Just like when you beat them a couple times, you know, they faded a little bit here. Conditioning and talent, you know, beat them.
Yep.
Again, Keith Bartels, Chase Churchill, Eric Hack, and JP Severini on camera. We got to say they're bringing out some plaques here. It looks like some wood shadow boxes for some players' last game in the Blue Devil court. I like how Izzo, he couldn't do it today, but I like how Izzo's players kissed the Spartan in the center in their last game. But,
wish I could have.
Jason Robbins.
I wanted one of those.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a touch of class. Jason Robbins, our producer, does a great job with all Richmond events, community events, and school events. Shout out to Jason. He's an excellent producer. Couldn't ask for a better color tonight with Chase Churchill. We wish him the best of luck with recovery on his knee. And looking forward to him leading the... is it the Tars? Warriors.
Was the Tartars.
Tartars.
You ask Mr. Reinhardt, he'll tell you it's the Tartars.
2 seniors on this BWAC champion squad.
Now they're...
Number 2, Drew Davis.
I wish I would have got one of those.
Yeah, that is nice, that shadow box. Drew Davis.
And number 3,
Jackson Allen. Only two
seniors?
Yeah. Teams coming back next year. 2 big losses right there.
Yeah.
18-1. Great year so far. One more at Croswell. Croswell will be a good practice getting ready to go into a hostile environment in St. Clair.
Get used to playing on the road too.
And that, like you said, that St. Clair team, they're going to weather storms and they're not going to panic. They probably play a tougher schedule.
Oh yeah.
You know, playing
sure.
And those officials, if it's similar to the BWAC or not, if it's similar to the MAC officials, they're going to let you play. And you're going to get beat up.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not going to be ticky-tack, you know. So, again, shout out to Eric Hack and JP Severini for excellent job on camera. Keith Bartels, Chase Churchill. Thanks, Chase.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for having me.
All right, go Blue Devils, BWAC champs.
Yes, sir.
We're signing off.